Hello, so I'm here again. Yesterday I made a video on basics of business and accountancy and the relationship. Do watch it and do subscribe and like if you really like it. And today I'm here to talk about a very interesting thing. People are very interested with that particular topic. But normally people have very less idea for exact how that particular thing works. So I think that's a very interesting thing which I have lots of interest in. That is share market. So people are very fearful, very dreadful about share market. So and say paisa mat lagao, taka lagabe na, don't put money over there, you lose it. But we also know that people has made huge lot of money from the share market, and so they definitely had some really tactics, or they understand it well, so they can make a huge lot of money. I mean, some people I personally know some of my professors who were CA, they made like 100 crore, 50 crore out of share market. I know a person whose name is Rajiv Jhunjhunwala. I think he, at the age of 19 or 21, he put something around 8,000-9,000 in stock market. And later, if you Google Rajiv Jhunjhunwala now, he made I think some 13,000 crore property or something. I don't think every people can make so much, but yeah, people do make 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore within, like, with a span of 10 years, 15 years. It's not that a big deal in that share market. So what I'm trying to say that it's a very risky thing if you don't know that. And I must say that every business is very risky if you don't have proper knowledge of that particular business. But if you understand it, if you have a broad knowledge about it, if you are working to understand that business, that particular business, it will, and you are reasonable about it. You are not very aggressive, very you're taking the risk without understanding what are your potentials. Then definitely any business is risky. So today, for the very layman who has no idea what is share market, what is stock market, I'll give a very simple story type, not exactly a lecture, but a very simple story, that what is a share market, how does it work, and everything. For these, I suppose this thing are very for the people who has no idea how it works. I mean, many people has a lot of idea. The video is not really for them because I'll make things very simple, and I'll just tell a story of the share market. So like that. If obviously I'm a teacher or faculty of business strategy and finance and economics and statistics, so obviously all my videos will be regarding those topics only. So if I start with that, what is a share market, we first need to know what is a company. So if we say that business, what I told in the last lecture, that business is a thing that either we are producing something or we are selling something, and we, out of that sales, we want something in return, which is money. That is business. Now we divide the business into three major categories. Three major categories, that is sole proprietorship, partnership firm, and a company. Okay. What is a sole proprietorship? If only one man is the owner of the business, is a sole proprietorship. What is a partnership? If more than one man, two man or woman, not I should not use man because it's a very gender biased thing, whatever. So if two people rather, two people or more than two people are doing business together with contributing capital together and sharing their profit and losses, it's a partnership. And a company is a huge business where many people are involved as owners. Owners means मालिक, जो उस बिजनेस के मालिक है. I should tell in Bengali, যারা ওই বিজনেসের মালিক, যারা অনেক মালিক. There are many owners in a company. A company cannot be owned by one person. And now after 2013 there is there is a law in 2013 that yes, one person can own a company, but he can't issue shares. So a company যারা শেয়ারসের মাধ্যমে और शेयर से मार्केट से पैसा उठा के, और I said in English, a company is a thing those who can issue or float shares in the market and they can provide for their capital. एक कंपनी को बिजनेस करने के लिए पैसे लगते हैं, कैपिटल लगते हैं. Again I'm telling English, a company needs money for its business. So they can issue shares in the market and they can take that money and can do business. I'm again telling you, there is a company which is a one-man company, but they cannot issue shares. They cannot issue shares in the market. A company which has many owners, more than 100 owners, they can issue shares in the market. Now, you must be curious that what is a company? If I say something called promoters means those who have built the company or those who have started the company, they are the promoters. Promoters, what they can do, they can go to the Indian, I'm talking in context of India, maybe in different parts of the world, they can go to the government, they can ask for the license, they want to start a business. The government will give 2 license. Okay, there are 2 kind of license. The government will 2 license. The promoters has to provide their identification card, their office address, everything, and they can start a company. Okay. Now, a company which has less than 100 owners, जिसके 100 से कम मालिक है, that company cannot issue shares in the market. जिसके पास 100 या 100 से ज़्यादा मालिक है, they can issue shares in the market. Now a company can be 2 types. एक है private company, एक है public company. Private company shares issue नहीं कर सकते. Private company का जो शेयर है, जो कैपिटल है, जो पैसा है, वो कुछ गिने चुने लोगों के हाथ में ही रहेगा. Private companies, the money, the capital, the investment, that will be in the hands of very few people. But a public company can issue shares, and the shareholders, those who are the shareholders, जो लोग वो शेयर खरीदते हैं, जैसे हम शेयर खरीदते हैं, वो उस कंपनी के जितना वो शेयर खरीदे उतने ही पोर्शन का मालिक बन जाएंगे. तो जो लोग कंपनी शुरू करते हैं वो लोग हैं प्रोमोटर्स. उन लोगों के पास भी कुछ हिस्सेदारी का शेयर रहता है. द पीपल हु इशू starts the company, they are the promoters. They also have a certain amount of shares with them, and the rest of the share they give it to the public of India. Those who are India, or if it's any other country, then it's another country, but I'm telling in context of India. So those who are buying the shares, whatever portion of shares they're buying, they became the owner of that portion of उतना पोर्शन उनको मालिकाना या ओनरशिप मिल जाता है. ठीक है. तो आप पूछेंगे, now you'll ask that why should I buy shares? I mean, why should I give money to a particular company? Now, if you understand that this company will do well and this company will do very well in the future, so if the company is growing and buying more property, buying more assets, investing more, then the price of the shares also increases. Now suppose I am Indian public, मैं एक बेचारी सी अकेली सी लड़की हूँ जो इस देश में रहती है. I buy suppose 100 shares of Reliance Industry. I have faith in Reliance Industry. I am buying 100 shares of Reliance Industry. I can buy any number of shares. I can buy one number of share. I can buy 1,000 number of shares. I can buy any number of shares. So I bought 100 shares of Reliance Industry. Okay. Now I think Reliance Industry is suppose right now going around 1,000. One share's price is 1,000. So I have faith in Reliance Industry. It's a very huge industry. So I believe that after 5 years it will grow a lot. It will have more growth. So with 5 years, after 5 years, after 6 years, whatever the time range is, maybe one share, maybe just a random thought. I'm not sure about it. So maybe the price goes 2,000. So I buy 100 shares of Reliance Industry, 1,000 karke, and after 5 years the price goes 2,000. Then I'll sell the share, and for each share I'll get a profit of 1,000. So who will give me so much of amount? Now the question is, all the companies are not Reliance Industry. All the companies are not growing. Some of them are failing. Some of them are doing bad. Some of them are doing not so good. So how as an investor I should buy share and I should invest in which company? This is a very major decision making part. So if I say that a company, suppose if I say I'll give you an example सब्जी वाले का. सपोज कंपनी है सब्जी वाला, ठीक है, एक कंपनी है सब्जी वाला, उसको अपने सब्जी बेचने हैं. So the company has to sell its shares so that it can get money, and with that money it can do business. So कंपनी है सब्जी वाला जिसको सब्जी बेचने हैं. वो कहाँ जाएगा सब्जी बेचने? बाजार में जाएगा. ठीक है, दैट इज अ मार्केट प्लेस वेयर ही विल गेट द बायर. सो कंपनी क्या करेगा? स्टॉक एक्सचेंज में. स्टॉक एक्सचेंज इज व्हाट? इज अ मार्केट प्लेस ऑफ शेयर्स, जहाँ पे like there are in India there are two major stock exchange like NSE and BSE. BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange, NSE is National Stock Exchange. BSE is obviously in Bombay and NSE is in Delhi. So company will enlist their shares in the stock exchange, which is again you can say a marketplace of share where the buyers and sellers interact. The seller is a company, the buyer are the shareholders who wants to buy shares. Now a shareholder can be an individual person, एक इंसान हो सकता है वो. A shareholder can be other companies, a shareholder can be other businesses. एक बिजनेस ने और एक बिजनेस का शेयर खरीदा, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. एक इंसान ने एक कंपनी का शेयर खरीदा, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So the company will, what they do, the sabzi wala kahan jayega? Bazaar mein jayega. The company will go to the stock exchange. It's a marketplace where the buyers and the sellers interact. Again, I'm telling I think Kolkata has a stock exchange, Madras has a stock exchange, but the most prominent stock exchange is NSE and BSE, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. So the company will enlist their share. Now when National Stock Exchange or Bombay or any stock exchange will take that company's share to sell, it will definitely verify that the company is working well or not. The company is not a cheater. The company is not not will just take money and run away. It's public money, so there are certain documentation the company need to provide to this stock exchange. और बाजार ठीक ठाक चल रहा है कि नहीं, किसकी जिम्मेदारी है? A marketplace, the stock exchange or the sellers are doing right things. They are not cheating. They are not, they are not fooling the buyers. Who will take? Generally, who takes the charge? The local police station, right? That is the SEBI, Security and Exchange Board of India. Okay, so SEBI is a body, is definitely a central government body who, again, the company has to register itself with the SEBI to verify its authentication. And SEBI, after giving green signal, the company is permitted to enlist its share in the stock exchange. So now we have a sabzi wala, we have the sabzi mandi, and we have the local police. So company is the sabzi wala. So the NSE, BSE is the sabzi mandi, and the local police is the SEBI. Okay, that is the structure. Okay. Now, अब जब बाजार जाते हो, कोई बच्चा सा लड़का आपके आके बोलता है, भैया उस दुकान का ले लो अच्छा है, उस दुकान का ले लो अच्छा है. उस दुकान का छोटा मोटा एडवर्टाइजर है, ठीक है. सो जब बाजार जाते हो तो कोई बोलता है भैया यहाँ से ले लो, भैया उस दुकान में अच्छा है. थोड़ा बहुत चलता है ऐसा. So when you go, I must tell in English, when you go to a bazaar, when you go to a sabzi mandi marketplace, some people will come, you take this thing from this shop, take this thing. They are the brokers. They are the broker company. Okay, they manages the sales. They are in charge of the sales of the company, like stock market and all. And they, वो कोई छोटा बच्चा नहीं, but they are very important part, very important part of the stock market, the broker company. मैंने ये समझाने के लिए बोला कि कोई आता है बोलता है कि, so that things get simplified, but honestly they are very major. These broker companies are a very major part, and with due respect to them, they have very essential part to play to market these shares of the companies. The very few broker companies, good broker companies, well-known broker companies are Sher Khan, IIFL, Angel Broking, Motilal Oswal. Okay, and so these are all the broker companies we have. So who on behalf of the company sell the shares or manage the shares or has legal responsibility for the shares to sell to their clients. So again, I'm telling these IIFL, Motilal Oswal, Sher Khan, they all sell on behalf of their clients who are the companies, to the shareholders, to individuals, to the people, normal public of a country, or India rather, because India Bulls is another very good company. So I'm telling all these things in context of Indian stock market. Okay, so these are the things. And so if we sum up, we can say the company want to sell shares to arrange for its capital or with which it will do business. SEBI is the main vigilance, which is a central government body who takes care that there is no cheating, there is no fooling of the clients. NSE is a place where the company and the buyer, those who are investing in shares, the investor interact. NSE, BSE or stock exchange. Okay. Broker companies like IIFL, Angel Broking, India Bulls, Sharekhan, Motilal Oswal, they are also a company themselves. They are very important. They are not chota bacha of the bazaar. They are big giants. So I just say it for the understanding, whatever. So these companies, they sell, they market, they do advertisement for the main company, like Reliance, Tata, SBI, Vedanta. Vedanta is a metal company. Dr. Reddy is a pharmaceutical company. Cipla is a pharmaceutical company. DFL is a real estate company. So these are the companies who, Apollo is a hospital, again, medical company. These are the companies who, there are I think there are thousands of companies who are, daily selling their shares. So I took the name of very major companies. They are selling their shares. They are listing their shares in NSE, BSE. Broker companies like India Bulls, IIFL, Sharekhan, Angel Broking, they manage the market and advertisement part of the main companies, okay, and sell them to the clients, who can be any other company, any other business, or an individual person. So this is how the system more or less works. There are many other branches, but for the sake of simplicity, I'm not explaining so much, because I'm really making the video for the people who has no clue, but they want to have an idea for what is share market. So they sell like that. Now if I am an investor and I have so many, thousands of companies, okay, thousands of companies that to invest in, where should I invest? So I should invest very diversified. I do invest in stock market. I don't have my own account much, but I do invest on behalf of my mother and husband. So I do lots of investment decisions. So according to me, I diversify as much as possible. Now, if it's India, okay, I must think which are the very core or major industries which is driving the Indian economy, like banking sector is very important, pharmaceutical sector is very important, real estate sector is very important, then cement sector, paints is very important, then paper industry is very important, irrigation industry is very important, sugar industry is very important, textile industry is very important. So these are the very, very major industry, very major. These are the pillars of Indian economy. There are big, good agricultural industries who sells agricultural products. So these are the very, very again I'm missing out oil, petroleum. Okay. So these are the very, very. There are many others, but I'm just giving examples. Very major industry of India, right? So I, as an investor, must put a bit of my savings, little in all the major industries of India. I should diversify my investment. Why? Because if I only put all my money into a real estate company, or if I only put all my money into banking sector or just in one or two company, if that sector has a downfall, my whole money will be washed off. Okay. Now, suppose we have a habit of investing like 2,000, 3,000, 1,000 or more than that. It is a minimum investment or any amount more than that every month. What we'll do, we will invest in different companies. We will not invest in one company. Why? Because if one company is falling or one industry is falling or not doing so good, the other industry will rise. The other industry will definitely rise, because there is always a business cycle. Some industries are going down, some industries are coming up, some products are in demand, some products are not in demand. Again, some industries are in demand. So there's a continuous cycle, we call it a business cycle going on. So what we do as investors, if we want to really plan and take stock market very seriously, we will every month, very small amount, we will put in different kind of industries. Okay, now you want to know that, okay, I may have an idea of different kind of industry, but with a company, suppose one industry, suppose pharma industry is the medicine industry. They have Cipla, they have Doctors Reddy, they have Ranbaxy, so they have so many companies. So where to put the money? So what we'll do, we have a great advisor of this world who is always available with us, for us. He's created for the whole world. That is our Google. We'll go to Google. Suppose you go to Google and you write which are the major industries of India. You'll get a list. You study the list. Then you go as, if you say, suppose now I think during the pandemic and pharmaceuticals company are really doing good, or the hospital Apollo or Indraprastha, they are really doing good. So you go to which are the pharmaceuticals company are the best. You asked our Google. Okay. Now again, now IT companies are doing good. Retail companies, like they are doing good, because you have to buy retail. They're very now they're very in. So you type which are the IT companies are the best. Okay, you get a list of the IT companies. You study which companies are doing good. Then again, there are now real estate companies are a bit low now, but due to the business cycle, maybe after 6 years, 5 years, they'll grow again, because it's a very nature of the business cycle or the world economics or the business. So you study that which are the major kind of industries in a country. You studies in those major kind of the industry, what are the most prominent companies, and after studying those, what are the most promising companies, you invest according to your capacity. Do not invest extra. Do not invest with a financial burden, because the share market can fall anytime. So give your extra income into stock market. So invest in these companies in a very diversified way. Find out the different core industries of a country and invest in the most promising companies of that, of that country, in that particular industry. This way you can strategize your investment. Okay. And for investment, you need to really open a Demat account, which you can open with an broker company who will take care of your account and who will be in charge of your shares. And like that. You can buy from the broker company. You can call them and you can say that, I want to buy this company share, or they will give you a software which you can, if you learn to operate, you can buy your own shares and everything. And in this way you can really invest in way. So again, if I come to the strategy part, that when you see that a particular company or a particular sector of industry is doing well, okay, and the share prices are going high, you need to track that particular, there is Google obviously, you need to track that particular sector, that how much they can go higher and higher, and you need to know that at a particular time you will sell it off. Okay, now you track which other companies are promising but going a little bit lower, which is bearish. Which is going higher, it is bullish, and it's going lower, it is bearish. So which other companies are going lower but in future they are very promising? Buy them. Buy at a lower price, sell at a higher price. Always track it, that which part of the industry is growing. Okay, so the industry which are not so good, but there are few companies who are very promising, buy them. The industry which is growing and the share price is increasing, you must learn from Google that up to what period, after a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year, up to what period that particular share will grow. After what period, after a growth, everything comes down, because everything is going in a cycle, particular cycle. If the share price is going up, it will come down. So you must study that after what period the share price will go. You'll get everything in Google. There are experts who are wonderful. There is a wonderful website called moneycontrol.com. You'll get a lot of information from Money Control. So you see that, which of the company is growing. You wait for the time, that is, get to the optimum level. If you study like a year or 2 years, you'll understand that when it will go up, when you go. But definitely to invest in stock market, you really need to get in touch with it, get in touch with the news, the economics news, the political news and everything. So you must see that when it's growing and up to what time it can go up to the optimum level. When the product isn't so much in high, like now medicines are very much is in demand due to this pandemic and everything. So you must see that up to what time this pandemic will grow, then again that demand for medicine will decrease, and suppose it may hit the price of it may adversely hit the price of the medical industry. Okay, so you must keep track all these things. Nowadays, due to the problem of migrant workers and everything, people are not really buying cars, people are not really buying houses. So real estate companies are not doing well. But it doesn't mean that for the whole 100 years, 200 years, 50 years, 40 years, it will not do well. There will be a time, there will be a cycle that real estate company will again do well. Keep in track that which other real estate company can do well in the future. Buy them now. Okay. So in this way, you must know, like IT company, like IT means information technology companies, Infosys. If you see the graph of Infosys, it's very volatile. It's somewhere it's very down, somewhere it's very high. IT company is a very good source of making a lot of money, because there is a time when these IT companies go slack and go slump. Buy them. There is a company when IT companies do a very good job, or there is a boom in the market, there is a up elevation in the market, sell them off. So what I mean, if I again sum up, I have a habit of summing up, you can see that. Anyway, so what I mean that if you want to invest, first understand how stock market work. If you want to invest, understand the core industry of the country, understand the best companies of the country, understand the demand of product, at what time what products are in demand, and understand the price cycle, when the share is going up, when the share is going down. Always diversify your investment as much as possible. Maintain a good portfolio, and keep that in mind. Keep these things in mind. These are very key things to trade in shares. Now I come to the word portfolio. What is a portfolio? Portfolio is generally, suppose you invested 3 lakhs in 3 years in stock market. A portfolio is how you are dividing these 3 lakhs, how you are diversifying these 3 lakhs as investment in different companies or different industries. That is your portfolio. How much, suppose you are investing in 10 companies, maybe Reliance, maybe Tata, maybe Vedanta, maybe Cipla, maybe any irrigation company, maybe any sugar company, maybe any textile company. You have like 10 different companies invested. How much money you are putting in which company? That is your portfolio. So if you want to invest and make a good portfolio, it's just my suggestion. It's how I work. It doesn't mean it's the end of the story or the last version of investment, nothing like that. It's my understanding of a portfolio that 60% or 65% invest in those companies which has a very strong base. There's a Tata, Reliance, Birla, Asian Paints, Axis Bank, SBI, Infosys, which has a very strong base that you don't know, you know that they'll never become zero, never. 65% of your money should be in a very strong company. The rest 25% you put in a company, those who are promising, but definitely diversify. Don't put all the 25% into one company. Definitely diversify into 4-5 companies, those who are very promising but a bit risky. They may grow well in the future, which shows like 80%, 70% chances they will grow amazingly in the future. 25% put in that company. Rest 10% gamble. Take companies which you think, which are very, not in a really good position, but you think, according to your study and understanding, that they may click majorly one day. 10% of that money, that 10%, if you lose, it hardly matters. But if you win, you'll win big time, okay? So 10% of your portfolio put in a very risky and very promising company according to your understanding. So if you, according to me, again, it's not the last word of the world. It's not absolute. It's just my understanding how I see things. If you put this way, that 65% is concrete, know where money is going, just you see the cycle, see the vicious cycle of business, how it's going, and when any company is going down, you just buy it. When any company is going up, you sell it. 60% into concrete, solid company, 65%. 25% into mid-risky company, 10% gamble. लगी तो न लगी, नहीं लगी तो It's okay. You can manage. You won't be at street. Then coming to a point, very interesting question. Everyone, what if the share market crash? What if the share market crash? Hold the shares. Don't sell them. A share market cannot crash for an entire year. It will come up. Hold the shares. No worries. It will come up. According to the business cycle, according to the business structure, according to world economy, it will come up one day. 1 year, 2 year, it will come up. If the share market crash, just hold the shares. Don't do anything else. Just hold the shares. Patiently, just hold the shares. Because if the whole share market crash forever, the world will die. It cannot work like that. Okay. So don't fear what if the share market crashes. If it crash, it may crash for a month, not more than that. There are government, there are major companies who will inject money into the economy and the share market will be stable within a month or two. Doesn't matter. Okay, so these are the very basic thing, very basic thing. These are the very basic documentation of my idea, video documentation of my idea. For all the people who want to have an idea in the share market, who want to understand it well, but they don't have really a very synchronized way of understanding. So I'm helping them to understand. If you like my video, do like it, do subscribe it, do share it, do talk about it, make it popular. Okay. So today, this much. Hope we meet next time with a interesting topic. Hope you like that, and thank you and take care. Bye.